Hey, yo, what's good, everyone? Holy moly. We did it, ladies and gentlemen, a first stream on YouTube. You can hear how powerful this stream is. My computer is hissing. Do you hear the sound of that? It's like music to my ears, ladies and gentlemen. What's good, everyone? Welcome, Revlings. That's the name of the memberships. Revlings and Giga Revlings. I mean, what else do you want, right? This is amazing stuff. Hello, everyone. Say the line. Oh, we just might, ladies and gentlemen, because people are popping off. Let me, I'm not going to tease you with the starting soon screen for very long. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. You guys got to see me, okay? Let me pull up the thing. The thing. There's the thing. And there's me, the other thing. Hey, yo, what's good, everyone? Man, this chat moves a lot faster than Twitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is crazy. You know what else is crazy? If I knew how to do things. Are you kidding? Play the thing! But while that's working, hello everyone. It's been an absolute minute. In fact, it's been many minutes. We've never streamed here before. Ever. Not once. Well, obviously I have a bigger audience here, that is for sure. I realize what happened here. I've realized and Straub is running in here. I'm not logged in.
What are you doing? That's not what I said to do.
It's not what. Well, show me what to do then.
You're supposed to click on here.
Well, I can't.
Your stream's going so fast.
Yeah, I know. People go to. There's too much support. Stop supporting.
I don't know. Like.
Just start playing stuff.
Well, I am. I'm trying. Is it not on this screen?
Oh my gosh, Scuffed Productions.
You had multiple.
Uh-huh. Hold on, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, we did it! The first dono ever comes through with a beautiful message. The 5 bones of I love Hassan Piker. What a message, guys. What a start.
There were more things, but the chat's moving so
the
fast.
The chat's just play them.
I'm trying. I'll play what I can, chat. I'm sorry.
We're playing them. Devastaire with the $10 donation. Simply saying welcome to YouTube. You absolutely love to see it. The donos are flying in. If you haven't seen, if we get 15 donos of 5 smackaroos or more, I will say the D word. That's right, the D word. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, Pio, thanks so much for the 5 as well. And John with the $5. Rev, say what now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to... My chat doesn't move like this, but also I feel like... I don't don't know.
Guys, slow down.
We're using social stream.
Yeah, well, social stream sucks.
Ninja. Nuh-uh.
And 5 bones from Mako saying, please say the real One Piece was Desua. Sa Arohong the way. Amazing stuff. What a great use of your money. Could not be more proud.
Oh, I'm misclicking.
You're misclicking. Oh, now you're just giving regular messages, but hey. Was that another one?
No, this is.
See? Oh, it is.
It's
okay.
going so fast. I need you to
Guys,
do it.
slow down. Okay, you have to slow down. Oh my gosh. So John says, say with $5. And now we have Censor Duck with another 5 saying, wife in chat, thumbs down. I want Rev to myself.
I'm
you dogs.
I'm here trying to help, you know?
Absolute dogs. Yo, napped up player with the 5 as well saying your reposts are public. You'll love to see it. Yo, Classy Viking. Hey, what's up, guys? Classy Viking here. That's actually a great use of your money right there. Even better. Clip it and ship it.
This one's true.
Funky with the 5 as well saying, where would Rev be without Straub's help? I'd be panicking right now. It'd be an absolute trash fiesta, guys. We'll get into the actual content in a second. We just got too much support going on here.
This is crazy.
Gao with the 5 as well saying, hi Rev, I love your channel. I love that as well. What are you doing?
It's about to end. I have to do it before it
John
ends.
with the $5 saying the previous one was say, and now we have the. I think I know where this is going.
No. I'm misclicking because they're going so fast.
You're blowing it. With a 125. What? I don't know what currency that is. What is it?
Like Philippines maybe? I don't know.
My great Filipino viewers. Thank you so much for the donation. Also, Jesus Freak with the 20 spot saying, love your stuff, Red. Sadly, I can't give subs here, so take my money instead. You're right, I will.
You know, I'm wondering.
John with the 5 saying, line. He said, say the line. Oh my goodness. Also, should we address the 20 gifted memberships? Because that got screwed up.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because it happened before I was live. I have to. And Zingo says the word. With 50 SEK.
This is, actually, I think this might work too.
This might work?
This might be better.
It might be better, she says.
Let's see, okay. Well, first of all, let's finish these up.
Whoa, Final Wish sending out 10 Rev gifted memberships. And earlier, Final Wish with the 20. I wish I could pull it up because it was before stream. I don't know what's happening. That's a lot of gifted memberships. Final Wish, you're an absolute Giga Chad, okay? And then, ZoMG saying, hey Rev, my first time watching you live, found you through Leaflet, and loving your content. Quick question, are you also Christian like your wife? Yes, sir. Good question.
Okay, I think the
rest
are on
I think
here.
it's working now. We're in the real dashboard. Yes!
So this should just be all of the events. So like
Beautiful.
anytime someone does so let's see. So you can click these.
Welcome to Giga Revling.
And this should just
Code.
be like when someone like gifts or donates, that way the stream won't be so fast. So you should be able to get all of them.
Yo, and JP, thank you for gifting out a membership as well. So many members, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's good. It'll be green, I guess, once you've highlighted it, so it kind of helps you to know.
Well, help me up there. Click that thing.
Okay,
click the thing. Click the thing. Click the thing.
I'm going in order.
Winter Fog gifting out a membership as well, ladies and gentlemen. We're popping off. Oh, that's the newest ones up there.
Yeah, the newest are at the top.
There we go. Yo,
Tell
the
us,
5. Mako said, tell us. Without your wife, Straub, would you be nothing but? Did we get?
We got
the 15. We got 15 already. We gotta slow down, guys. Stop. I set a goal at like. It was 15 $5 plus messages. We did it in like 2 minutes. What are we even saying?
I would say like for the next little bit, just like talk to chat and do these, and then eventually
we'll do content.
We're probably gonna do content, and then just like get to these at the end of stream.
Yeah,
or whenever,
something like
or
that.
Like or during
something
stream.
like that.
Whatever.
Right. Oh
it's your stream. I won't micromanage.
Oh my goodness.
But I think that should be good now, and you should be able to
play,
scroll down.
I'll play this one. Well, I'll play this first. I misclicked. Roman with the gifted membership. Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious. Bro, I can't keep up with this stuff. I can't scroll down fast enough. No! Is there no way to... This is no way to live. This is no way to live, ladies and gentlemen. The support is overwhelming. Oh my gosh.
I told you should stream on YouTube, didn't
I?
Oh
my gosh. Please, I'm scrolling as fast as I can. No, I lost it again! It's rolling them out one at a time, ladies and gentlemen. It was Faint Smile. I know it was you.
Well, you can see the individual
Well, I can see right here too.
Like, you can click
yeah,
on
it was
individual
Faint
one.
Smile gifting out 50 memberships. Faint Smile. Can we get a little something in the chat?
There you go.
For the 50 spot? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, did you fix it?
I mean, I clicked on it.
Oh.
See?
There we go! There it is! Thank you so much, Faint Smile, with 50 gifted memberships. What are we even doing, folks? What are we even doing? You know what? That message makes a lot of sense. Thank you. At school! Also, Patrick with the 2 saying it's Darling Rev, and Straub says... Alright, guys, we gotta do it already, okay? Everyone, shh. Everyone quiet. Shh. That's not being quiet. That's the exact opposite of being quiet. Hold on a second. Zevin Cross with the $100 donation.
You guys are crazy.
Saying, yo, Rev Man, you're the goats. Here you go, homie. Yo, thank you for the 100 spot, my dude. What are we even doing? What are we doing? Okay, guys, I promised if we got 15 donations of $5 or more, I would say a line. I would say the D word. The elusive D word. And, are you ready? I'm not feeling like you're ready right now.
I feel like chat's ready.
I feel like chat's ready. Yeah, I feel like chat's ready. Yo, thank you. Disaffected Zoomer for the 5 as well. It is a total victory. Drake, thank you for the 5 saying you're messing with your glasses, aren't you? Not at all. Me never.
I'm just gonna click these while you talk.
Never ever. Okay, guys. Can I get a countdown in the chat? And then I'll say the word. I'll say the D word. You have to do it uniformly or I won't do it at all. We need a clean 10 to 1 countdown. Go. Go right now. Start counting down.
How could it ever be clean?
They better find out. They better figure out. Look at the membership with your profile picture. Wow.
Yeah, I recognize that person.
Giga chat. All right, there's a 10, a 3, 6, 10, 3, 2, 1. You know what, guys? Close enough. You tried. You're a very special bunch. You're my...
You know it's possible to do that, though. I remember being in, like, middle school, and our music teacher made us do a game where everyone had to say a number, like, 1 to, like, and we could get all the way up to, like, 100, but you couldn't, like...
Yeah, I don't think this is your music class or whatever, okay? I think this is a little different.
Yeah, maybe a little.
All right, guys. Listen up. Pump up the volume real quick. Thank you, Sparky, for the 5. You're about to get something that you've never experienced before. Sort of. I kind of did it the other day with the Pegasus video, but that didn't count, okay? It wasn't as emotional and personal as this is going to be, okay? Listen up. Do you want ASMR version?
Yeah.
You want up close?
That's what I
up
want.
Close and personal? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You goofballs. Thank you for the memberships, guys. I literally cannot believe.
Can't even keep up.
I literally cannot keep up. Okay. Bring it in, team. I'm going to say the D word, thanks to your generosity. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Desu. He said it! He said the thing!
Deeper than that. Like, get a little deeper, you know?
Desu.
Yeah.
That's better.
We'll do it whispered, though.
Keyu.
I hated that.
They love it. They love it.
But I'm saying,
Yo, Trey, thank you for the $5. I love my wife. I love my wife! Now that makes me sad because I think about smiling friends.
Yeah.
Friends, I am not smiling. It's over. But actually, I'm smiling right now. You'll think of the 2 censored duck as well. Another 2 saying, Rev says I'm special. I must be very regarded. You know what? You understand the YouTube system as well. That's amazing. Great work. Couldn't thank you enough for that message. You guys are all very special. All of my Revlings are special, and my lurkers, everyone. You're all a very special bunch. I was gonna make a joke about a length of a bus. In an endearing sense, of course, because you guys are my special bunch. Very special. Oh my goodness gracious. David Martinez with the 5 bones saying, wait, this a real Rev stream? Yes, sir.
Oh, it's gonna happen again.
Oh, is it happening? Oh no,
Yeah.
It's happening. I am never gonna get to the content. What is wrong with you guys? You have to stop this.
He literally said, why can't people be normal?
I said be normal. This is not normal. This is not normal at all. I came on here like trying to get my bearings. I'm like, okay, there might be a couple memberships today. That'll be cool. Not this.
Well, it's your first
Nobody
ever
get prepared
stream,
for
though.
this.
This is like special. This is like a big deal.
It
you
is
know?
special. My
Everyone's
viewers
been
are
waiting on
special.
this
I'm a
forever.
little special. You know, we're all special.
A lot special. Truly.
Yo, final wrath. Wait, is that another? Is that what happened?
Yeah, if I can get
Oh
down
my-
to
no, no,
I
no,
still
no,
gotta
no,
get
no, no,
down
you
to
got-
the 50.
Oh
I know,
my god.
I
Okay,
just
so
can't reach
final
it.
wish with another 20 gifted memberships. And I can say it freely. Rev says Desu memberships.
I think so. I think you can say it very freely. Okay, now I should.
Oh my goodness, you got it? Get
I
it!
gotta get there. I got there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zevin Cross with the 50 gifted memberships.
That's crazy.
What are we doing? What are we doing? A 50 spot again. And 25 from Akulum. What does this blue buy and send button do? Oh, it does that. And it's glorious. Thank you so much. And then we got 1 foot out the door with a $5 donation saying love the channel. I'm glad you enjoy it. Holy free holy. And then we got some new Revlings like Rick coming in. I appreciate you. Straub is gonna have to sit here the rest of the stream just click on stuff for me because I can't keep up. We're gonna have to like stop and do content at some point. We have limited time, ladies and gentlemen. You know how much stuff I have planned? You can hear my computer hissing. I have about 400 tabs open. And then Tan Sared with the 50 bones. The $50 donation. Saying can't stop, won't stop. Yes, we are all special. That's right, you're my special Revlings.
This person said they love us.
Oh, well, thank you, Go Warrior, for the 5 as well.
And
Saying
they
love you and
included me.
Straub. Wow, you
Makes
included
me
the
feel
wife.
special.
Very special. And then a new Revling. Welcome, Zen Master. Also, Quad Manny with the 20 spot, 20 bones. Saying, hello, Rev. What is your preferred gummy shape? A bear. Easy.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's some. I'm walking
I
into
got it
some
real
sort of.
quick.
You got it. Wait, is that another
That's
one?
crazy.
Is that
What?
another one?
What's this guy doing?
What are you doing? Another 50 gifted memberships from Zevin Cross. We love YouTube. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Holy giga chat. My wife is on the ground. Bro's going off. Dude, everyone's going off. I don't even know like what to say anymore. You guys know I'm very appreciative, like memes aside, but like, gosh darn, man. I didn't know what to expect today. It wasn't this. It wasn't this. Look at all these new Revlings and Giga Revlings.
I told you people love you.
Oh,
I tell you that all
it's
the
so
time.
true. Everybody. Are you kidding me, bro? What are we doing?
I grabbed it.
Faint smile with another 50 gifted memberships. I don't even know where we're at anymore. Twitch, Smitch. What were we thinking? My gosh, give it up for the Giga Chads who are gifting out and being so generous. And you know what? By the way, I appreciate everyone who's gifting and giving out donos and all this stuff. But also, I appreciate you just being here. Don't feel like just because you're hanging out, lurking, doing whatever, you're not appreciated, because you are. Just like with any video, any upload. Isekai Flop Lord. Welcome to the Reveling family. Because that's what we are here. We're a family.
We're a family.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are going to give him a heart attack.
Yeah, I need more coffee.
I don't think you need more coffee.
Congrats on all the gifted memberships as well. And we will have membership-only streams. That'll be a lot of fun. And there's going to be there's going to be a lot of access, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you will have access, whether I want it or not. Holy moly. Welcome, welcome. Funky, thank you for the 2. Mako, been watching since 2019. I never expected that you would get this far. Keep going. May the spirit of your likes or public make twittards mad. LOL. Thank you for the continued support from 2019.
That's before I even knew
$10
you.
donation from Joel saying, love both you and Straub. Both of your videos truly make my day.
Aww.
400 tabs. Thanks for the 2. Yeah, the rookie numbers, I get panicked if I have more than like 10 tabs. Like every day it stresses me out. And I have like a lot right now. We gotta like do something. Stop. Everyone stop. Just stop.
I'll stop if you want me to stop.
Everyone just shh.
I was trying to see if I was caught up with everything.
I think you kind of are.
I'm looking underneath this. There's like a couple right here.
Welcome in, Dark. You Giga Reveling you. Faint with the 5 bones saying test successful.
Oh, and there was one more.
And one more.
And then we can...
And then I can do... Yeah, I should probably do content.
Probably. And then you can get to these like later at the end.
Yes. Holy moly.
Where did it go? I think this is it.
And Jonathan with the 5 saying, we love you and want to support you, but more important, messing with the wokies. Wokies are seething right now. Do you understand how much seething? I know a fine group of troopers out there who are watching and are very upset about every single thing that's happening right now. Absolute full-on seethe. And that fuels me, ladies and gentlemen. That absolutely fuels me. But welcome in, everyone. I think we're like basically caught up. Final wish with the membership.
These are all new memberships.
All these new memberships. Thank you, guys. Very cool. Can we have Rev and Straub's models active at the same time? I mean, we should definitely do a collab at some point.
We can, yeah. But I'm not actually in this stream. That I was just here for tech support.
Yes. All right, you click on the last one, and then I'm going to do some content for a bit, and then we'll get to the donations, and I'll catch up. I got like 4 parts to the stream, and we'll try to keep it going. And thank you, Joe, very much. Dang the live stream. Now I'm definitely adding your plushie to my cosplay to the upcoming con, Matthew 24:16. Oh my goodness.
Have fun, chat.
Yes.
Mwah.
Okay. Keep an eye on things. I don't know what I'm doing. And Rin, thank you for the 2 as well. Ginkgo Dono, thank you for the 250. Hello, hello. And last up, just a heads up, sorry I didn't play Spec Ops The Line. Her latest playthrough I found was 8 months ago, and not even recent. She knew. Yeah, what I saw was a VOD. We'll check that out because we'll talk about that first. Okay, chat, we gotta lock in. Okay, we must lock in. We have stuff to talk about at the end of the day. One last thank you for the moment. Thank you so much for the crazy support. Cannot thank you guys enough. That was a hell of a welcome, okay? Now go pay your bills. Right? Okay. I hope I'm clicking on the right thing. I'm probably not. I am! Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some VTuber related drama. Why are we even here? Are we here just to read donos? I don't think so. It feels like it. But now we're here. Welcome in, guys. Lock in. Everyone, lock into the maximum. Lock it in. And let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Lock in, do you think you're Beatle? One can aspire to be. That's right. What the heck, a red stream? That's right. Why are we here just to suffer? That's me every single day, but you know what? You got to enjoy the suffering. All right, you guys are locked in, so let's just talk about a very interesting situation. It's going to be casual. I'll be paying attention to the chat. It's not like a YouTube video. We're a little more open on this stuff, but we're talking about the French VTuber Zane, right? That's how you pronounce her name. She's found herself in a bit of a kerfluffle these days. I'm sure you've heard of her. She's a very successful indie VTuber, lewdtuber. You know, I don't say that to be like a dick or anything like that. It's just a fact. That's who she is. I mean, you look at her account and she literally has not safe for work links and accounts. We get it. And the only reason I bring that up is because people, they bring it up in the quotes, and so you just have context, right? Unfortunately, she's getting a little heat at the moment. In case you guys didn't watch the news, some stuff is happening in the Middle East. A thing or two has happened. There's been some news. Late, or I should say early yesterday morning, the president announced military operations in Iran. Okay? And in the hours that followed, some missile strikes there. People were guessing what's happening. It was a fluid situation. Nobody really knew exactly what was happening. But Sari came out with this post during the fog of war, saying, "Do you feel like a hero yet?" with this image. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is a video game quote. It's from Spec Ops: The Line. Okay? It's not just random. But the timing made a lot of people think this was some sort of a statement, one way or another. Okay, I think we'll look at some more stuff. It feels like it's not a coincidence. And ask yourselves, chat, do you feel like a hero yet? You can answer that freely in my chat. I mean, do you feel it? Did you do this? Poorly timed? So I'm just going to say, at the absolute minimum, very, very poor timing. Okay, that's the minimum. The maximum is this was a statement, or meant to be some sort of a statement, and then there was a walk back. And now it's just, well, it was le video game. You guys feel like heroes? Dang right. If you're in this chat, you are a hero. Let it be known. We're keyboard heroes. In fact, this tweet is heroic. I know many of Twitter users who think they're heroes for making tweets, but you guys kind of get the point, right? The context in the fog of war, nothing really confirmed about the strikes in Iran and the strikes made by the Iranian regime. Okay, and if you're like, Rev, what's your opinion on this? Okay, I'm gonna Emiru the crap out of this. Don't turn to me. Okay, go get your political takes, your geopolitical takes from someone other than this regarded individual, okay? It's not my strong suit. I know it isn't, but I can comment on common sense things, okay? That's all I do. Just common sense. So she makes this comment when nothing's really confirmed, and then Supreme Leader, his compound was hit with a strike from the US and Israel. He went poof. He became a human rubble. It's confirmed. Supreme Leader, he's out of here, Rip Bozo. Okay, he shared a fate that was probably a lot quicker than the tens of thousands of protesters his regime has slaughtered. Okay? And That's that for the political takes, okay? I'm not even getting political. It's just, that's it, right? Not dying for Israel. That's what many people will say. But of course, okay, that's it. You don't need to know anything else for this scenario. That's the context. Now, there's two things I have to point out because I am terminally online, and I want to also focus on other terminally online people. Because when there's a major world event, guys, what do you do? Chat, what do? You ask what the big streamers are thinking. And one thing that I thought was hilarious, I was looking at this, Asmongold's gonna get blamed for this. I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, he predicted the annihilation of Supreme Leader, okay? He predicted it back in January, a month ago. He put up the rabbit clock meme. Tick-tock, Supreme Leader. Tick-tock. And, yeah, he's gonna get blamed for this. I mean, guys, I've been accused of being an agent of Asmongold. He's my paid handler. I knew about this, okay? And he's obviously being funded by Mossad. It's all a chain of command for us, so I was aware of this a long time ago. Just letting you guys know. So that's that, right? Okay? Cool. W. Roach King. And then, of course, when you say, what did Asmongold think about this? What did Hassan think? Now, when I saw what happened, when I saw a brutal dictator go down, I thought about Hassan. And I mean this, guys, please, have some grace. Think about it. I thought about Hassan because I just hoped and prayed that someone close to Hassan, someone within his reach, took away and hid the shock collars. Just did the right thing, hid the shock collars, so Kaya at least had a fighting chance. Just a fighting chance. Because we knew it was going to be a long night. Brutal dictator falls, Hassan fuming, spitting angry. Okay, someone's got to save Kaya. If only you knew how bad things really are. Now, of course, we're at this point, right? Supreme Leader, he's out of there. We know what's happening. Now people return to Sari's post. And it's not aging too well. Okay, in fact, some would say it's aging horribly. And you can see it got 1.4 million views. That's a lot of traction, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of traction. Yeah, can we get some hashtag free Kayas in the chat? I think about you, Kaya. We're not gonna leave you behind. Straub, yeah, guys, by the way, Straub does, it's just me with a voice changer. That is confirmed. I can confirm that, actually. Ayatollah assassinated. Hassan most affected. True. Actually, Kaya most affected, but that's a conversation for another day. Now, I'm about to say something perhaps controversial. Let me take a sip of my coffee. I gotta prepare. Now, this French VTuber, Sari, she made this. Comment section did not go the way she thought. Like 90+% negative. And what did she do? She instantly surrendered. She locked the replies. A very fast surrender from Sari. Sorry. I don't know. I'm not even trying to be funny with the way I pronounce it. But that was swift and quick. But yes, Saroui, I'm being suggested. But yeah, locking comments never helps. If you're at the point of hiding or locking the comments, you might as well just delete the tweet and just be like, my bad, poorly timed. That would have been the best thing. Just like, poorly timed. I know what's going on here. Don't want any issues. I'm out of here. But locking it's, in a sense, doubling down, in my opinion. Now, she also would start blocking people, which I have an interesting theory. I have a very, I've been studying iDubbbz. I'm developing empathy. Okay, I'm a level 7 empath at the moment. I think I need to watch a couple more iDubbbz streams to maybe reach level 8, where my empathy level can get a little bit more on par with someone like him, the guru of empathy. But I think when it comes to blocking people, I think a lot of times people just get blocked because they're annoying. Like, people, if I block someone, I don't block that many people. If I block you, you're probably very annoying. To the point where I just, like, I feel like you need space. Not for me, but for you. And you have the freedom of association. You don't have to let anyone freely see your page, but then again, if you get blocked, Twitter made it easy just to visit their page directly. You just can't directly engage with their posts. Okay? But a lot of people got blocked. People interpreted that as being insecure about her position or being defensive, whatever. Okay, I don't think that's a huge deal, but it is what it is. Now, of course, here's some of the responses, the quotes that were not prevented. Okay? This person says, Ayatollah dead. 0 American deaths. Iranians freed. Yeah, I think they do feel like heroes, answering her question. And then, in quotes, or in parentheses, I don't believe this post was just a coincidence. I'm enough of an empath for the both of us. Guys, Straub has all the emotions. She has to bring me this robotic man back to humanity sometimes. But like this right here, this is how a lot of people feel. Okay? And I'm going to be honest, I'm on board with it. I'm like 95%. If you disagree, that's fair. If you think this was just a coincidence, okay, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think you're stupid. That's your opinion. I just don't think it's really, I don't buy it. Okay? I don't really buy it that much, if I'm being honest with you. But let's look at a couple more. This person says, I'm still on the fence about this war, but vaguely opposing military action against one of the most theocratic and oppressive regimes to women as an e-sex worker is certainly one of the geopolitical opinions of all time. Now, I said this in my video, fair, unfair, it doesn't matter. Don't kill the messenger. Don't be mad at me, okay? But a lot of people are going to hear this from someone like Sari in this context, which they believe because of the vague posting is about Iran, and they're going to say, I don't really want to hear this from you. Be mad about that, think it's offensive all you want. I'm just saying what a lot of people think. I'm not co-signing it, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just saying a lot of people view it as such. Just keeping that in mind, okay? At the very least, a lot of people are like, didn't ask. You know what I mean? And like you guys, you know, some people just answered the question. Do you feel like a hero? I'm saluting right now in real life. You can't see it. I'm imitating this strong image of Gargura. This absolute patriot Gargura. Patriot. We miss her every day. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen. I find it suspicious, but it could be bad timing. You know, like I said, I don't think anyone's crazy for thinking it could be a coincidence. I personally don't think it's likely. That's about it. Yeah, 07s for our patriot, Gargura. Brave patriot. Wearing the flag proud. But here's another, I like this one. I'll put on a mocking tone. I hope you guys enjoy, by the way.
Whoa! That's so deep, bro. Whoa! What if we were the heckin' bad guys? Whoa!
That's how I read that message, okay? I hope you appreciate the voices I can put on. I'm a little too good at it. You know, a little too good sometimes. But that's how I read it. Only an 06. Oh. Alright, I'll earn your 07. I'll earn your 07. Okay?
Whoa!
But here's a good one, right, from Marshall here. He says, I was commenting on how Idiocracy and They Live are used for shallow digs at America in the realm of film. Spec Ops: The Line is that for gamers. Doesn't help its case that it's fundamentally bad and a pretentious game. Now that's, again, an opinion, but it's an opinion that Sari didn't like. Because why, you ask? She hid replies calling the game bad and pretentious. Why would you do this? What is she employed by this game? Like, what are we talking about? Why would you hide this? Now, some of the replies, right, like, some of them were unhinged. And like, okay, fine, you want to hide a reply. That's up to you, just like blocking. But bros and broettes, revlings, listen up. The hidden reply function is almost, at least 99% of the time, a mistake. It's almost like a pinned comment. It's like a highlight reel. It's saying, hey guys, look at what's bothering me. And okay, if there's deranged comments, that's fair. Okay? You don't want to see it? You want to get it out of the main chat? Okay. But when you're crapping on the game, these people are just crapping on the game, right? Like, why? What? She liked the game, didn't want to see insults on a comfort game. It's an interesting comfort game, but I mean, I guess it makes sense with her theme. But people were pointing out that her last stream, this is to the archive channel, the last time she streamed, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, the last time she streamed Spec Ops: The Line was, let me scroll down, 8 months ago. It's a great game. You can think it's a great game. You can think whatever you want about the game, but we're just giving context, right? So it's not like, the problem is, it's not like she's currently streaming the game or going through it and she just hits send on a tweet, right? Nah, it came out of the blue. That's why people think this was more than just a coincidence. Yeah, exactly. Anime guy. Yeah. Now, this comment in particular, this, as I said in my video today, was a critical hit. This, if we're talking damage, this was a critical hit. I like how the cropping here, it's very looming. It's very looming. It's kind of alarming. What are we gonna see? What is the comment that seemed to get to her the most? Let's check it out. Ah yes, the French Vtuber has a political take. Please, everyone lend an ear and take her extremely seriously. Okay, like I said, you think this is fair, unfair, whatever. A lot of people think this. Okay, a lot of people are sharing a similar sentiment in the replies and in the quotes. But she would reply to this, saying, I'm quoting a game with an anti-war message. That's the whole story. And if you think someone's job disqualifies them from having a political opinion, weak argument, by that logic, anyone who consumes adult content would have to stay silent too? Perhaps I agree to your terms, madam. No, okay. But it's a bit of a reach here. And the fact that this was the comment she replied to, out of all of them, this is a recap of your recent upload. Pretty much, we're just casually going through it. Yeah, war bad is the message, okay? She's allowed to have an opinion, but we're allowed to mock the opinion. There you go. Exactly. Do you understand how many people get mad at me for publicly talking about their public tweets and opinions? I am allowed, and everyone's allowed, to criticize, respond, or even mock your public posts. If you decide to do something publicly, it's open season. Doesn't mean you should be deranged, but you can have some sort of interaction, a reasonable one, even if it's mockery at points. I've learned that. Some people don't agree with that. I wonder what I could be referring to. Ooh. Anyways, a different user would reply saying, "Why do you support the Iranian government murdering thousands of its protesting citizens? Because you were quiet for quite a while until now, you hypocrite." Then, Sari says, "How the F did you even come to that conclusion?" Well, that's the problem. Do you not understand? That's the problem. When you say something vague that could easily be interpreted as political during a very, very big situation that I would say most people were tracking at some level, whether they wanted to or not. If you're gonna be vague, people fill in the gaps for you. I've learned that the hard way, myself. You cannot vague post, especially about serious stuff. It is natural that people will fill in the blanks. And this is someone filling in the blanks. And you don't like it. That's why you don't bother with this. And here's a great example of a similar situation. You know what this reminded me of? And you guys might remember this, and some people might be discovering this, and it might be very disappointing. This reminds me of the Tricky Wee situation from back in 2024. Almost identical, in my opinion. Where Tricky Wee, literally within moments of a failed assassination attempt on Donald Trump, said, "Remember to always shoot your shot. Surely you won't effing miss," with an angry face emoji. Of course, this was deleted, along with the reply where she said, basically, "If you don't like this, unfollow me." The unfollow button's right there, Lichud. But, they try to feign ignorance that this was a poorly timed statement. BS. Absolute BS. I was one of the very loud critics of this. I didn't buy it for 1 second. The timing was obviously referring to the assassination attempts. It was telling people to not miss their shot. Boo, tomato, tomato, as they say on the Zoomer TikToks. Tomato, tomato. Didn't forget about this one. I will never understand these type of comments, especially so soon after tragic events. Unfortunately, I do. Unfortunately, I do at this point. In fact, the reaction that she had and others had on the failed assassination attempt were like Weenie Hut Jr. level compared to the Charlie Kirk assassination and what people are continuing to say every single day about just a podcaster. He's just a podcaster, but you don't shut up about him every single day. We're getting off topic. Anyways, let's go back. There were some other comments here, okay? Sari would attach this reply saying, "It's absurd to assume I support dictatorship or the systematic oppression of women's rights. It was simply a quote from a game, nothing more. I support nothing but living and expressing themselves in full freedom." Unless, of course, you're trying to reply to the tweet. "I wish you all a nice weekend and hope you stay safe." Now, hey, whoa. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I at least appreciate this end. I wish you have a nice weekend and hope you stay safe, because every time I cover someone who gets caught in some drama or situation like this, they end it by saying, "I hope you have the day or weekend you deserve." They think they're so clever. They think they're so empathetic. You know what they mean. They hope you have a terrible day, terrible weekend, because you're problematic. You have a different opinion. Therefore, wrong think, you deserve all the worst. Now, this is a reply that I bring up too, because they say, "Do you actually think we are regarded enough to believe that? Just randomly posting. Haha." Well, how did she feel about this? Let me zoom out here. Hello? Hello? Well, you can't really see it. It's driving me crazy, but this is a hidden reply. They hid the reply. Why would they do that? It makes no sense. I'm having a great week because of Johnny Somali. Oh man, I cannot wait for sentencing. That's in April, if I remember correctly. Absolutely, but she did hide that reply. Now, of course, let's see here. Gotta readjust my zoom here. There we go. The quotes weren't buying it either. Responding to the whole absurd assumption about it. This person says, "Are we supposed to believe this?" Then our Vtuber PR account here, who I follow, giving good advice, in quotes. "The issue with vague posting is that it leaves the message up to the audience interpretation, and you might not end up liking how they interpret it as it is at times. Hard to predict depending on how the algorithm feels that day," end quotes. That's one of the things I regularly tell people. W advice. W advice. If you don't want people to draw conclusions, then don't give them the chance, especially on something that is potentially very political. Now that is basically the sorry situation. If you want a quick breakdown, I uploaded it to YouTube already. The quick and, I wouldn't say quick and dirty version, the quick and clean version. But there's some good advice there. And now, since I'm caught up on one thing, let's go back to the Just Chatting stream. I'll read some of your donos, because we're falling behind at epic proportions here, ladies and gentlemen. How am I supposed to keep up? And I can also close all these tabs, and it's going to feel satisfying. Oh, ooh, that's a lot of tabs I just closed. Goodness gracious. All right, we're going to read a couple of these, and then I got a real short story. I'm going to do a short one next. Very unfortunate situation. Oh my god. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's start playing them, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Giga Revling. Juggernauts, welcome in, welcome in. You are a Giga Revling. Dono time, baby. Yo, thank you, Spook and Spoof. With the 2 bones saying, "I'm cosplaying you in Roblox." Stay safe out there. Roblox is a dangerous territory, as we've come to learn. But that is a very, I mean, that's the optimal use right there, ladies and gentlemen, for sure. Now next, we have Tim the Enchanter. Look at this dork. Dork? Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. For sure. Absolutely for sure. Then we have Spore. Welcome to the Giga Revling family. We also got $2 from Guts the Gathering saying, "Heck yeah, Rev with the YouTube streaming." Yes, yes, yes. Then a new membership. Welcome in, Davik. I appreciate that very much. And yo, my man Rocket, welcome in with the Giga Revling membership. Longtime supporter of the channel. Good to see you. Trauma Tuna with the 10 bones, the $10 donation, saying, "I'm so glad you're streaming on YouTube. You and Straub are a power couple." Very nice of you. If you want to get to my heart, ladies and gentlemen, say something nice about my wife. It's that simple. $2 from My Ear Trumpet saying, "Helping to subside Mossad and Asmon's funding. You're doing some very important work. You're helping us spread the MAGA propaganda." Very nice stuff. $5 from Hideki saying, "Would be pretty cool if the President of the United States was a lurker in Asmon's chat." I could see that with JD Vance, possibly. He does retweet Asmon. Okay, it could happen. And Rogue with the $2 giving me the pronunciation. Saru Ai. It's still not right. You guys, when I mispronounce names, I promise you it's not on purpose. I'm not trying to be funny. It's like when I'm talking about anime and I mispronounce a Japanese name, whether it's a name of a character or a series. If you're like, "Rev, do you even speak Japanese, bro?" No, I don't. I'm sorry, I'm trying. It comes out mush. You know, this American, uninformed American over here. How could I possibly get it right? $5 from Catalyst. Welcome in. You and Straub. You have Straub to do the empathy for you. At least she actually has real empathy. What do you mean by that? That's not right. That's not fair. I need some IDubbbz counseling. I gotta get to level 8 on the empathy meter. A $20 donation right to the dome from Ren saying, compared to many people who LARP as damsels in distress on Twitter, I do feel like a hero. Speaking with my chest out. That's right, speak with your chest. It's the best thing you can do. Oh my goodness gracious. I saw the chat going crazy. We had 07s for this one. Batteries with the $50 donation. 50 smackaroos, ladies and gentlemen, saying keep up the great work. Go Army! Thank you very much. I appreciate the generosity. Very, very appreciative of that. Next up, we have Oprah saying, I wonder what this button does. Well, it gives me $5. You used it well. And here's $5 from Faye. Oh, welcome in, Faye. Can't cheer bits, so have a super chat. Howdy, Rev. Chat, glad to be here. And I'm glad to be here as well. Welcome in. Flame King with the $5 saying Israel first is not America first. I just lost the message. Israel first is not America first. Not dying to small hats. Not serving balls will. You and a lot of people feel that way. Then we have 20,000 IDR from Hey Man saying love your videos. I appreciate that very, very much. I have no idea what that converts to. I'm gonna pretend it's 20,000 USD. That's how much it means to me right now. That's how I'm gonna interpret everything from now on. $2 from Makima Fan saying, if he's just a podcaster, why'd you kill him? Exactly. Tinner with a 10 saying, war is bad, sure, but when someone suddenly complains about war waged against a worse thing, it's not unreasonable to think that someone is giving the worst thing a pass. Very true. $5 from John Boy saying, love your videos, man. I watch them every day. Thank you for the support. Faye, becoming a Giga Reveling. Thank you for your continued support. Gene the Revenant saying, with $5, greetings and salutations. Glad to see you streaming here on YouTube. I'm very glad myself. We are almost caught up. I swear, guys, you did this to me. $5 from Tony saying, Rev News Network, RN. Best news networks without a doubt. We got to get the Kirsha News Network as well. That's another good one. Yo, welcome in Guts, a new Revling. Thank you for joining. And then a $2 donation from Oprah saying, stream ending soon, so another donation. Thank you very much for the second donation. Welcome in Demon. Welcome in you Reveling you. We have a Giga Reveling with Rico as well. Another Giga Reveling with Edward. And then, of course, Funky saying, look at it, with $2, a Twitch reference, as you guys know. $10 from Callus, another 10 saying, stay locked in at the gym for the end of that winter arc. You're almost at the home stretch. I took a break from the gym, and I'm back, guys, and I feel awesome. Lift weights, lift heavy things, and feel good. Everyone out there. Here's $5 from Lavistro saying, here's money. Cold hard American cash in digital format. Love your work. Thank you very much. Drama Tuna saying, hey Rev, what's your workout routine? It's so simple. 3 days. That's it. Upper body day, lower body day, day 2, day 3, possible rest or cardio. And everything's push-pull. For every push, a pull. That's it. Lift heavy stuff. And make sure you take care of your heart too. Do some cardio. And don't gotta run. You can walk. Just do really heavy elevation at a decent speed. And 2 more to go. Airy with the $2 saying hello, nerd. Hello, nerd reporting. And then Jexican saying any Uma Resume related news lately. Well, there's a movie in theaters apparently. And also Jordan with the 2 as well saying, dang, Rev stream on YouTube, just watch today's video. Well, thank you for the support. Welcome in. And that's all the donations. We're going to move on to another topic. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what? Okay, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't do that right before we're changing topics. The 50 from Steve, saying Iran's former supreme leader ate those missiles worse than Frogan eats. The Frogan attack, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 2-week ban on Twitch right there. It's 2 weeks. Last one, Joven saying, hello, cute wife. How would you pronounce my name? Well, I'm not your wife. I'm a husband to my wife. But I would say, I'm not, I'm not falling for this, guys. There's something sinister about this. I don't trust you. I don't trust you at all. I'm not gonna do it. You guys think there's something. No, you're not gonna get one over on me. It could be completely innocent, but I'm not falling for it, okay? All right, let's switch over here. I gotta talk about stuff, guys. I mean, geez Louise, right? What do we talk about next? Oh, this one's good. Hello. This one's quick and funny, okay? Quick and funny. Or quick and deranged, depending on how you're asking. How hard is it to say the line, Rev? Desu? If that's what you're referring to, I said that earlier. That was a goal and we smashed it. Okay, I want to quickly talk about this. I saw this. This was rather shocking. And by shocking, I mean not shocking at all given the current states of the Twitter sphere. Yes, it's Kitsu. I know some people are fans of Kitsu in here. Kitsu is in some trouble. Kitsu, in my opinion, is paying the fair price of her crimes. She's getting exactly what she deserved. She's reacted to some of my videos. I always appreciate that. But she did something that went too far. And I'm going to show you the tweet. Brace yourselves, okay? I got a female Charmander. Hold up. Get her! Get her butts, boys! Sicker! This is what is going to produce harassment. I got a female Charmander. How, you ask? You ask yourself, how is this possible, Rev? What are we doing? How could this possibly go bad? You're lost? Well, guess what? You'll now find your way. This person replied saying, nah, that's crazy. You bought it. You effing see you next Tuesday. I don't think that's a proportionate response to someone buying a female Charmander. Hey, you know what? You're right. I saw that. She is a female on the internet. She is PvP flagged. Of course, I forgot. What's up with people loving that word? Yeah, they love using that word. Me and my wife have figured that out quickly. Very quickly. Nintendo fans are insane. I don't even know if this person's a Nintendo fan. I think they actually hate Nintendo. They're mad because she's supporting Nintendo. She's using her expendable cash to buy commodities. Can you believe this? Who would do that? But of course she says, the F you calling me a see you next Tuesday for, and it's $20, why wouldn't I? Well, Kitsu, excuse me, did you consider asking the opinion of this Twitter user before purchasing something with your well-earned cash? Did you think of that? Very close-minded. That's right. I was lied to. Did Reb say Desu? We did. We broke that bridge a while ago. Now, things would get funny. The guy who was mad about this, calling her a see you next Tuesday for giving money to Nintendo for Pokemon. Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, very upset. They would report on a separate tweet, Kitsu blocked me the second I disagreed with her. She's grifting AF. Wow. Do words have no meaning anymore? She's grifting. Guys, she's grifting. Everybody's grifting. I'm grifting. You're grifting. We're all grifting. Your mom, they're all grifting. Everyone I disagree with on the internet is a grifter. You're all grifters. Me, you, your dog, all certified grifters. Now, of course, this person says Kitsu blocked them the second they disagreed. Give it up for the community notes. Absolutely insane. Best feature on Twitter, hands down, no questions asked, okay? The note says you didn't disagree with her, you called her a see you next Tuesday. That is not a disagreement, that is an insult. That's right, you are grifters too. You're all grifters. Every single one of you. I won't put up with this. You're all getting exposed. Hey Rev, can you change the size of your glasses in real time, or do you need to cut/jump cut? Do I greedy goblin this? I mean, I've gotten an unfathomable amount of support today. Nah, I'll just do it for free. I'll do it for free. Yeah, I'm disproving the grifter allegations. Dang, the thing's locked. Are you kidding me? Hold on. There we go. Pretty neat. Pretty neat, guys. There you go. Clip it and ship it. That's how it works. But as you can see, guys, the note obliterated this. Kitsu would reply saying, you called me a see you next Tuesday. I am in the right to block you. Just like with the previous topic we talked about. Yeah, I think this is by far reasonable when someone calls you a horrible thing for simply playing Pokemon and spending money on it. Fair. But Carl wasn't done. He screenshots the post, and dang it, Carl, charge yo phone. Carl, charge yo phone. What are you doing? This drives me insane. Every time someone takes a screenshot, of course I don't have it. Man, are you kidding me? There, you can see it now. I'm stupid. I'm getting used to the cropping size here. There it is. Charge your phone. Every time someone takes a screenshot and doesn't crop out their information, I see their battery, I get furious because it's always low. How do you let this happen? How do you let this happen? Okay, but he says, yeah, I called you a see you next Tuesday, just like every single MF gamer, every gamer that calls Nintendo D-suckers see you next Tuesdays because they F up the entire gamming community for making copy pasta game a price to pay instead of not picking the boot of Corpo that doesn't make anything new other than this year. I just had a stroke reading that. Me too. What happened? I mean, this guy was furiously typing. Just absolutely. Guys, gammers, we have to rise up. Gammers, rise up. We can't put up with this anymore. Nintendo is destroying everything. Gammers, rise up. But listen, this guy wasn't done. He wasn't done. He keeps going. He adds another one saying, oh no, I got a community note in which means calling Kitsu a see you next Tuesday is clearly disagreeing with her action on what this entire thread is talking about, yet absolutely no one in 100 comments has rebutted my argument against greedy companies. And you know what Twitter did? Out of him again! A second notice hit the tower, ladies and gentlemen. The next note says, verbally attacking someone unprovoked is not a disagreement, especially when the OP doubled down with insults. Great job, team, over at the note system. That's why notes exist. Not to be weaponized or abused, but used to protect gammers. Protect gammers like Kitsu. And apparently, she got a lot of support. Obviously, people think this is unhinged. And, yeah. That's that situation. Okay? Just wanted to quickly cover that one. And, while we're transitioning to the next one, dude, do you guys understand how satisfying this feels for me? Are you watching? Are you watching this? I told Chad earlier, I like hyperventilate when I have a lot of tabs open. Oh, that's amazing. W. Oh my gosh, it's clear. Another one bites the dust. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful. Big gamer moment. Okay, let me read some donations and we'll get back into the next topic. So, Dio with a $5 donation saying, I never liked Tricky Wee since she was a PokeTuber. She brigaded Smogon forums to bend the knee to her wishes. Interesting. Oh, Juggernaut. $5 saying, when we get the feet. I heard no, you were not promised that. No, you were not promised that. Okay, chat, whip this person into shape. You can't have this sort of activity going on here. Lunar with the $2 donation saying, keep donating, make the stream never end. It feels like that's what's happening, guys. We got a new member, Giga Revling, right here by Alexander Ramirez. Thank you very much for that as well. We have $5 from Insider Person saying, welcome back to Stream So Big. Welcome back to a stream so big, even Frogan could fit in today's video. Next donation coming from Honor. Thank you for the $1 donation. And then Patience Ferreth with the 20 bones, the $20 donation. Saying, hi Rev, hope you're having a good day. Also, seeing myself in your stream and latest video was a flashbang. Yeah, it's awesome. And now you're up on the screen again. Thank you for the 20 bucks. Very, very. Also, you hit the 20 bucks hit right when I was showing the tweet complaining about Kitsu spending $20. It was chef's kiss. A great timing. You didn't do it on purpose, but I'm going to pretend you did. Trauma Tuna with the $10 saying the sense of entitlement the Chronically Online on Twitter have is insane to me. What business is it of yours to know how I spend my money? Absolute insanity, virtual insanity, one might say. Correct. Absolutely. Then, Ari with another $2 saying, Rev in Spanish, Jesus rhymes with Desu. Interesting. Okay. Edward with a $2 saying, can the glasses be used as a weapon? I think they are, because it makes people very angry. Thank you for the $2 from a big panda saying, just call me Peter Grifton. Do you understand that just went in my toolbox? Guys, this stream is so big, call me Peter Grifton. The donations are so big, call me Peter Grifton. Am I right, boys? Yeah, I'm right. Yo, call Jeronier with a $10 saying, whoa! Thank you for the 10. Also, Ren with 10 saying, I wish Sony owned Pokemon. Pokemon Coliseum was made with some people from Sony and it was my favorite. I loved Pokemon Coliseum. Loved it. Legendary with 2 saying the anti-Nintendos are about as cringe as the Endrones. Fallen here with a $2 saying, hello. Hello. Lunar with another 2 saying, I may hate Nintendo, but there are limits. Correct. And Joven saying, hi, what huge glasses you have. Straub got one too. Yes, she does. In fact, here's some lore. She had the glasses before me. There was a time I had no glasses on this model. She had the glasses, and I took them. I culturally appropriated the glasses. And I'm not sorry. Not sorry about it. Oh, what is this? $20 from Luke saying, Rev's feet pics were promised to us 3,000 years ago. LOL, glad you're on YouTube as I refuse to use Twitch. Started watching Straub streams a couple weeks ago. You guys are both awesome. Sorry for the long post. Well, you had me in the first half, and it turned out to be a wholesome message. Thank you very much for the 20, dude. I'm glad to be here. Glad you enjoy the wife's content as well. Feathertail, longtime supporter, saying, this reminds me, with a 5, of the one time a VTuber got canceled for buying cakes from Starbucks or something. Bro supports Elon by using Twitter for real. Yes, that was Scarlet from Niji Sanji. And the next one from Giggles, saying you should start a gaming channel with the 5 bones. I mean, who knows? I don't know what's going on. This year I want to try out new things. And this is like step 1. Streaming on YouTube, big new thing. Also Patreon revamp. Guys, we're drowning in content. We're absolutely drowning in it. But we need to move on to the next topic. I'm pausing the donation reading for right now. Do you understand? We gotta switch topics. If I click the right thing. I clicked the right thing. And then I gotta click one more button. Right here. Possibly. This. Correct. Ba-boom. Pippa. Pippa's in big trouble. And by big trouble, I mean no trouble at all. This is a situation where things looked really bad for a moment. But by golly, we had a colossally rare situation where a company actually corrected misinformation. Can you believe it? Instead of allowing misinformation to brew publicly and hostility to gather into harassment, among other things, the company stepped in and said, whoa, hold on. It's not what you think. Let's clarify. Isn't that amazing when that happens? I love that. You should love that too. Did Pippa get injured again? And can we see? She has injuries that I'm like, how did you do that? How did that happen? We got to keep her safe. Okay, so there was a little situation. Actually, I recorded a video for this today. I was gonna upload it as a second upload. I think I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, guys. Okay, the stream is popping off too much. I'll just save it for tomorrow, okay? But I'm gonna run through this. You're getting a sneak peek, if you will. Some people were worried that Pippa and other bunny-themed VTubers were gonna be banned, in a sense, from a popular anime and VTuber convention. Even going as far as thinking fans would not be able to wear related merchandise or, I guess, accessories, right? And it had to do with this. This is a feature on X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that gives like an AI summary of what's going on. And this got a lot of traction, right? It says, WeebCon bans bunny ears for Easter weekend at shared venue. Now, I want to show the tweet that kind of started this. This person said, ha ha ha, what the F at WeebCon official. Guess you can't cosplay Pippa if you're going to WeebCon. While showing a dress code from their website. And honestly, looking at this, I was like, yeah, what's going on here? This doesn't look good. Now let's talk about WeebCon, okay? It's in April. And it's a anime and VTuber themed convention, which, if you know your Rev lore, I was there in 2024. I was a featured guest. Me and Straw, we had standees and everything. Ooh Market brought us there. They flew us out. We got to meet the staff. Absolute giga chats. The entire Ooh Market staff, the best. Okay, the absolute best. Great people. But we went there in person as well. We did a virtual meet and greet. We also were in incognito. We walked amongst the people. I still to this day cannot forget. Straub remembers. We were sitting at a fountain. And we were just kind of like waiting for something. We were watching people walk by, right? And I saw like 4 or 5 people wearing my merch. And that moment was pretty dang cool. Not to get too wholesome chungus, okay? But I was humbled greatly on that day. To think this guy who was posting anime shit posts 9 years ago has people wearing their merch out in public. And there was no creep shots. No, unlike some certain cosplayers, there was no creep shots. The people who I saw in my merch, I did not take any photos of you like some weirdos do on the internet to humiliate you. I saw you, I appreciated you, and you put a smile on my face. That is pretty cool. But that's it. Also, Straub asked a question. This is very important. Pause the stream. If you want chicken, potatoes, and biscuits, chat, you're welcome to come. Oh, I thought you were asking me like about dinner. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we were flown out by Ooh Market. That's why we were there. They treated us and other content creators who work with them very, very well. They were like, I was gonna say sugar something. That don't sound right. But they took care of us. They're great people. Okay, and like, here's a picture. Straub sent me some pictures earlier today. Like we had my hoodie and other merch on the rack at the stores. Very surreal. Oh, you made the decision already instead of... Okay, perfect, good. And also, I like this picture. The Guramobile. Hello. And unlike some weirdos out there who like to take creep shots, my wife actually censors random strangers in the background because why would you want them to be a part of your photo? People can learn a lesson from this, I'm telling you. But let's talk about WeebCon 2026. So memory lane has been passed. We're now talking about the Gaylord, okay? No, not like that, chat. Okay, so WeebCon 2026 is at a venue called the Gaylord Texan. Behave, chat. Don't laugh. Do not be childish enough to laugh at the name of this convention's resort. I would like to think we're a little more mature than that. Huh. Anyway, so they're returning to the Gaylord Texan. It's in Dallas, Texas. It is the same convention, or same venue I went to. You can see the photo. Like, look at this. Look at this. I mean, this place is gorgeous. Okay, they could have the most ridiculous rules ever for 2026. It doesn't take away from the fact that this venue is a banger, dude. This place was crazy. The hotels were beautiful, and this area is like an open courtyard with restaurants and like fountains and like all this cool stuff. And then they have a glass dome over it, so like the light comes in, but you don't have to worry about rain. It is great. And the actual venue, so I believe it was right here. Nope, it was right, maybe? I don't know, whatever. The actual venue is inside one of these areas for the convention, and that was great. The convention was a lot of fun. So, no one's knocking the quality. But let's get back here, right? Why are people talking about this? Well, they're talking about the dress code for 2026, okay? Let's look at it, because people are highlighting this section. Now, admittedly, the dress code is confusing. Even after some clarifications, still a bit confusing. So it says WeebCon is a family-friendly event, L. How do we feel about that, chat? I'll let you think. I just don't think a lot of anime and VTuber conventions should be family friendly. I think they should just be 18 plus and just get rid of all the nonsense. That's it. I like family friendly. Well, then go to the Easter egg hunts. That's causing the problems. But the thing is, like, I think about, like, the art gallery, right? Like, there's, like, a gallery with art. I don't even think that's, like, age restricted. I think you can just walk in and you got people with, like, lewd art. And I saw, like, there's in their rules, like, children under 6 can be there as long as they're with a guardian. Like, it's crazy. This is true, though. I agree with Straub. I hate when it's all just 18 plus and everyone just shows up naked. Chat's probably going to say, wait a minute. But I get what you're saying. I don't want to show up to basically a lewd convention. Okay, I want to see some, like, cool anime stuff. I want to see a Gura car without someone's ass cheeks flopping around, okay? Like, I just want to chill. I ain't trying to see all that. Okay? Babe, I don't think you understand, though, at 18 plus cons. I don't know. Maybe this is more complicated than I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's complicated, but here's the thing. I'll get back on topic. Okay? They're framing it because it's a family-friendly event. Okay? And as such, they say when you're considering your clothing, cosplay, and conduct, no bunny/Easter themed references are allowed in costumes at the Gaylord Texan Resort and Convention Center. This includes, but is not limited to, high cut or leotard style bunny suits. That makes sense based on what they're trying to do. You're practically naked at that point. But this one raised questions. Bunny ears. You can't wear bunny ears around the resort? Are people really going to be that confused by it? And people seeing this out of context, they're like, yeah, bunny ears? Not allowed at the convention? But this one right here, confetti and plastic Easter eggs, sounds outlandish, but it makes sense, and I'll explain why in a second. And then you have this last one, religious iconography related to Easter/Easter celebrations. That one never really gets answered. And that one doesn't make sense to me. But let's move on here, right? So people were making jokes. They were making funny ha-has, saying, what do you mean rabbit and Easter themed outfits are considered sexual and banned from a venue called Gaylord Resorts? You said it wrong? I didn't. I said it right. Hold on. My wife is slandering me, okay? Iconography. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say it. I have to really think about it, okay? I'm sorry. It comes out like... Stop. I'm not going to take this from you, chat. Chat, we practiced today. Shut up. Rev exposed. Iconography. It's like iconography. Iconography. Rev says punctuation error. Whatever. Just ban Straub and let's move on, okay? But people were looking at this with the bunny ears, okay? No, don't ban Straub. Don't ban her. But they were seeing this and saying, Happy Easter to the bunnies. Why, WeebCon? But why? Now, of course, some people would point out, this is fair. This is fair regardless of anything. There's a fair point to be made here. Well, I'm the only mod here. Strawp literally holds all the power. This is insane. Family friendly in quotes, and then there's a bunch of 18 plus content creators, some of which are bunny themed too. You, VTuber fans, should not tolerate this under any circumstances. Free the bunny girl. Minors should not be allowed in VTubing in the first place. Now this, I think, is fair. Family friendly, but again, let's be real. There's some lewd tubers on the screen here as featured guests. Okay? And with Cottontail, she's literally a bunny-themed VTuber. So seeing all of this, people were very confused. Very confused. And then this artist provided a family-friendly, non-Easter-related VTuber version of Pippa. And the censorship just absolutely Japan-coded. Okay? And Pippa would make a quote of the original post, obviously joking, saying Texas hates Phase Connect and Phase Connect accessories. In parentheses, Pippa. And absolutely discriminated against bunny VTuber. GG. We'll get him next time, right? Obviously, she's joking, but we would see people providing some explanations. Saying I looked into the reason why they have this odd rule. It's not anti-Christian. It's not anti-Pipkin. It's because they have a kids' Easter event going on at the same time as WeebCon, and they don't want to mix things up. Seems reasonable considering everything. Which, yes, looking at some of the reasoning, I think it makes sense. People were like, why the confetti and the Easter eggs being banned? Well, they're having an Easter egg hunt for kids on the same property. So they don't want to confuse the kids. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. What else do we have here? Let me look at the dress code again. The bunny ears, they'll address this. They'll actually address this. But this right here, fair enough. This right here, because it's family friendly, whether you like it or not, it's fair under their rule. This I still don't understand. Because, I'm sorry guys, yes, there's another event going on that's like an Easter egg hunt. It's a literal Easter bunny themed events for kids. I'm gonna hit you with a splash of cold water. The Easter bunny's not in the Bible. The gospel of the Easter bunny does not exist. I know. So to start banning someone, in my interpretation, from wearing a cross on the property or into the venue is very odd to me and doesn't make sense. The gospel of the Easter bunny. It's the long lost text, ladies and gentlemen. It's what the mainstream media doesn't want you to see. But yeah, you get the point. This one's still weird to me. They never address this. But they do respond. The WeebCon official Twitter account replies to the main thread saying, yes, I would suggest having ears that are detachable in case you're on the Gaylord side. I'm literally like, bro, I'm so immature, it's actually insane. It's so embarrassing. When I was recording my video, I tried not to laugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me do it again. Yes, I would suggest having ears that are detachable in case you're on the Gaylord side of the resort and not on the WeebCon side. The Gaylord will be hosting their Easter-themed events that same weekend for non-con goers at the resort, and we are trying to ensure any hotel guest doesn't mistake Easter-themed con goers as a part of the Gaylord's Easter events taking place on the resort side of the facility. Okay. You know what? I think that is fair. I think that's a fair explanation for most of the things. And this was in response to a direct question saying, is Pippa okay or not? There you go. And they also said this is a policy that's put in place by the venue. And they're respecting the partners. I don't think it was really all up to them. WeebCon had to work with what was going on at the venue. Sucks, but I think most of it's fair. Again, if someone's gonna get like banned or prevented from entering the convention because they're wearing a cross because there's an Easter egg hunt on the property, that is stupid. I don't think they're actually gonna do that. But yeah, you would just wish they if there's gonna be an Easter egg hunt, it's gotta be around Easter. That's the only thing that makes sense. WeebCon can happen whenever. I wish they separated the events. It would have been a lot less confusing. But overall, this would get hit with the notes, clarifying things, and a situation that could have been really bad, and it was brewing. Like, it was getting, like, a lot of traction really quickly, was diffused. Because the company clarified, at least enough. And that's it. They should have just explained it better. That's all. And I think that's the fair and decent conclusion to this little story. It ended good. Better than most drama, that's for sure. And now, I'm going to switch over here. We're going to read one more set of donos, and then we got one more thing to cover today. And then we're going to wrap it up, because I got to eat. I'm already making Straub way too long. And also, Straub, if you're hungry, you can go ahead and eat. Okay? Or have a nibble. Do something. Don't let me hold you back. Oh my gosh. We're so far behind. Oh my gosh. Yo, Ark with the 10 bones. Saying, whenever you get free time, if I were to suggest a song to you, go listen to Tosik by Starset. If you listen to the lyrics, it's pretty much sums up how the internet and social media as a whole. I have heard of that group. So I will check that out, actually. Yo, wait, what a wife. What a W wife in the chat. Thank you. It is a bit of a special event today. Thank you for the 2 from Funky saying any new blue thing attacks planned. I mean, hey, anything's possible. You know, it's been a minute since I've absolutely destroyed a blue thing figurine. Did I say figurine? Ugh. I should have just said like Funko Pop at that point. That just didn't. That felt wrong coming out of my mouth there. Ugh. Yeah, W wipes and yes, we love to see it. Thank you for the 2, and also 2 more from Lunar saying if you start a gaming channel, play Lunar. Well, it goes without saying you would request that, but thank you. Silver Dog saying for the 2, people polling for FaZe's downfall are sad. Yeah, no one wants to see FaZe have a downfall. I think it's been a rough couple of weeks for sure, and I hope things even out. And you know, the whole situation with Jelly was a mess. Let's just be real. I think people can all agree on that, but hopefully that type of stuff doesn't happen and everyone's happy and things keep on going. Taicho with the 5 donation saying, nice to see you streaming on YouTube. Been a long time fan. Even bought your devil plush back in the day. We have a lot of those left over, by the way. A whole bunch of them. We have a lot of makeshift plushies. We have a stockpile that we have to sell one day or give away something. I don't know. We have a lot. And if you guys didn't know, Makeshift kicked us to the curb because we're too edgy, or I'm too edgy. And then they said, by consequence, your wife is also kicked. That was like a year ago. If you missed that saga, but we still have a lot of leftover plushies that one day we will give away. But I appreciate the support. We got 2 smeckaroos from Panzer saying, have some money, kind sir, thank you. And then Mac Nerby saying, been watching ever since the meme compilation era. Congrats on the VTuber streaming debut. Learn Japanese to avoid vocalizers and watching from Japan now with a 500 yen. Thank you very much. Longtime fan. I appreciate that. Yeah, then they invited Straw back, by the way, after Backlash. And it's like, do you think she's going to come back to a company that just kicked her husband? You're crazy. Catalyst with another 10 saying, I'm just hoping Pippa's feeling better after the company PR disaster earlier this week. She had a drunk movie stream the day of the event and canceled her scheduled plans. Yeah. I mean, I've always liked Pippa. I don't like, especially people using stuff in the company happening as a chance to attack her. Not cool. But yeah, thank you for the 10. And then we have Lawrence with a 5 saying it's a pre-1950s slang. Then we have Paintsu with the 5 saying there is a bird called the Thunder Pumper. I assume it pumps thunder. Thank you for the 5 in the message. Lunar with the 2 again saying, how is Easter and bunny themes not family friendly? That's the problem. It's very confusing. And then Zen Master with the Choker of Peace with the $2. Yeah, I would wear, if I was at WeebCon, I'd be wearing my Choker of Peace. Of course, of course. $5 from Inspector saying, hi Rev, WeebCon is losing brain cells by the minute. Miss the days of your likes are public. I miss it every day, man. Every single day. 5 from Solly Tom saying, I recognize you in the VTuber Games video. Was that Straub with you? By the way, iconography. Guys, Straub knows especially, there's words I just can't say. I can't do it. Like, I'll repeat it 10 times in a row, and then I'll wait a minute and try to say it again. Ruined. Absolutely ruined. $5 from Bob Snob saying, don't let this heretic lie to you. The books of Peter once ended in Cottontail. Oh my gosh. Giggles with the 2 saying, do you like watching sports? Absolutely. Baseball is the main one. We don't even bring up the council versus council. Traumatizing. Alexander Ramirez with the 20 spot, 20 bones saying, W wife my guy. Couldn't have said it better myself. Then Malin, welcome to the YouTube side of things with the 250 DOP saying this drama made me laugh a lot. Yeah, it was a funny one, right? It ended in some ha-has. And that's the way I wish more drama would end. Joven with the 2 saying, Joven here, when Straub last wear the glasses? Well, you know what? Honestly, put them on the next stream. I like to watch the sports ball. Major Gillis with a 20 bone saying, woe upon ye, Rev Funko Pops. Fair. Absolutely fair. Yeah. That's like the long, guys, that's always been like the last hurdle of merch is some sort of a figure. That's the end game at some point, who knows. Akiba with the $5 saying, I'm a vendor with 18 plus and Bunny Girls art, gonna be at WeebCon. We are allowed to sell and just cover 18 plus stuff. Okay, well, thank you for the clarification. That is good to know. Some insider knowledge. Then Ren with a 20 bone saying, thank you for your content, Rev. Getting drama news and based opinions from you first, then hearing Sensitive Society roasting the people over the same dramas really makes my work days go by fast. I watch his videos. He made a video about a situation involving me, and the thumbnail was diabolical. I got nervous, because it was recommended to me on my front page. He had a screenshot of my Twitter account, and it said, this is disgusting. I'm like, oh, jeez. What did I do this time, man? Oh, come on. And then I watched the video, and he was clowning on some Twitter freak who was trying to cancel me because I read a tweet that described a situation where they were being slandered, by the way. They described the situation as, and I quote, retarded. And I read that tweet, and they tried to cancel me, which was the biggest backfire I think I've ever seen in the history of anything. I mean, the quotes in the comments were just... It was a bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen. But yes. Thank you for the 20, Ren. And also, Panthro, thank you for the 2. Rev and Strub, Christmas plushies when? Who knows? Who knows? Also, I'm never going to get to the end of the stream. I'll never do it. You guys are distracting me all this stuff. But in case you did not see... Is it... Hold on. Only people on Twitch know. There it is. A new Rev plushie is on the way. Courtesy of Ooh Market. I announced this on Twitch. Here it is, boys. It's gonna be live soon enough. It's T-posing. It's the OG model. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy. Ooh Market always takes care of us. And it will be hitting the shelves soon enough. And Straub has one as well. Perhaps a sweetheart deal if you get both. We'll figure it out. But yes. It's very cool. I've been missing, we released an OG plushie, just like with the regular outfit, it was like 3 years ago. And now we have this for a new audience. I'm sure so many people have come here in the last 3 years, never got the opportunity, so here it is. $2 from Cybros saying, have $2. Thank you. Lunar, any plans on going on side scrollers again? Well, guess what? We're going to be on side scrollers a whole lot. The plan is basically every 2 weeks. We are regulars now on side scrollers. We love side scrollers. And then 5 more from Major Girl saying, would a Rev figure have an adjustable glasses? Of course it would. That would be peak. Very good recommendation. And lastly, before we get into the final story and I stop yapping, Dio with the 5, another 5 saying, by the way, did you know Tucker Carlson's real name is Tucker Carlson? That was loud. I apologize. My ring hit the table extremely loud. That was not intentional, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't leave. I was told loud noises are funny. That was not my attempt at it. I am sorry. So Mima-sen, my bad. We're working out the kinks, guys. So there's the plushie, all right? Now let me pull up the final. I'll get to the rest of the donations after this. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen. But we gotta get rid of this guy. The gremlin goes away for a minute. And let's bring up the final story for today. Here we have a VTuber by the name of Cha-Cha Chilla. Cha-Cha Chilla. Not to be confused with Cha-Cha, your V-Mom. Because I remember back when there was drama involving the other Cha-Cha back in November, she made this tweet saying, seeing my name all over Twitter, oh, okay, different Cha-Cha. Continues deep cleaning closet. Understandable. We got the wrong Cha-Cha. Okay, not her again. I know, guys. When you say not her again, you're referring to this Cha-Cha Chilla. I made a video about them. I thought, guys, time is weird. I made this video talking about some internet insanity, some crash outs involving this VTuber. Cha-Cha, real smooth. And I'm like, I was searching through my videos. I'm like, I forgot the context of why I talked about her before. And I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. I'm like, I thought this happened like 2 years ago. I look back, it happened in November of 2025. This all happened in November of 2025. Like, it's been 3 months. And we're revisiting this person who had a legendary crash out, okay? For a recap, before we get into the most recent stuff, they started with this post here, calling out Flork, who we'll talk about in a second, saying that they try to talk about one of his talents, because he owns a VTuber agency, having a habit of calling people inferior, and how that can seem to disabled people. However, he blocked me and said not to bring up my personal issues with his talents. I believe calling someone inferior is demeaning, as it's historically used context. AdVT called us that. If you support Sock's VTuber agency, this is what you're supporting. And eventually it got hit, I'll zoom out, with a note that essentially says this was a roleplay server event. The calling of someone inferior was in Minecraft. I'm not doing the bit like so-and-so in Minecraft. No, I mean literally this was in a Minecraft collaboration. And this involves Flork. Flork, I know my wife's talked with Flork a little bit. Very nice individual, from what I can tell. Really cares about the people he works with. Owns the Socks VTuber agency. Okay, seems like a good person. But they got dragged into this situation where they said, yes, I did snap at you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this. And we have this whole accusation about calling people inferior. This is the quote. Let me put on my headphones. Let's listen together. This is what happened. I'll pause the music too for a second.
Treating guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
yeah.
yeah, what's happening with that?
Are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna put, oh my god, hard.
I was never a wilder, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's true. I never treating guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
She called her skills inferior, in case you missed that. That was the situation where discrimination was being used as a public call-out on multiple VTubers, multiple internet personalities, VTuber agencies, all of that. And it would continue, where public DMs were leaked by this Cha-Cha person, which will be a reoccurring theme, as you'll see in today's, or in this coverage, where they link all this stuff saying that's not actually what you said, where they basically say, I'm a little uncomfortable, this is Flork, I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages, I've been very busy, I'm not ignoring you basically, and I'm not sure constantly DMing you about all these like personal issues is something I want to keep doing. I'm not comfortable, and wishes her the best. And that's supposed to be proof that like they never said leave me alone. But Flork would reply saying, that's pretty clear, don't message me anymore. Correct. But this would spiral. Other people would try to be some middle ground, saying, I'll be real with you, Cha-Cha. I like you. You've been cool to me. But this seems like a non-issue. They would reply saying, calling people inferior has such a negative historical context with Nazis, disabled people, and such, that personally, I'd never use it. But if you want to and think that's okay, that's on you. Someone calling someone's Minecraft skills, building skills, inferior is being related to Nazis. Yikes, dude. Boy, oh boy. That is a stretch that not even Stretch Armstrong could perform. Mountains out of molehills much. Exactly. Okay? And then you had people reaching out. Where are we here? Okay, another VTuber would say, I will also put this here. You called me a bitch when I wouldn't give you your axe back. Let's listen again. I'll pause the music. Here we go.
Please, I'm alive.
Why?
But I'm alive, bitch.
So very quickly, you can hear her call this other VTuber a bitch. This is the person who's freaking out about someone calling their Minecraft skills inferior, but in the same event is calling people a bitch because of just like competitive nature and like joking around. But this would spiral out of control. We're still in the context before the recent events, okay? You have to understand how crazy this got. The Cha-Cha person throughout all this said, "I'll be heading off to the hospital soon and won't have access to my phone." And the notes is simply diabolical. Cha-Cha Chiller is known for using quote-unquote hospital tweets after being confirmed to be in the wrong in situations. Previously, she has done that to a similar situation involving a froggy individual. According to the replies, she got unrealistically hospitalized in under 22 minutes. Yes, the entire timeline of events between letting this be known until the hospitalization was 22 minutes. The fastest ambulance in the West, ladies and gentlemen. And in response to everything, they said, "Since people don't believe me." Now, of course, this isn't 100%, no one will ever know. But based on context of the timeline, as well as the fact that there is a strand of pink hair that creeps out from the corner of this sensor that does not match the previous photos of the individual, and it's also longer than the individual's hair, this doesn't seem to make sense at all. In fact, this kind of reminds me of the whole like Brandon Buckingham. Someone was trying to cancel him when he was very nearly on death's door. In fact, he was on death's door. Okay, and people were saying, fake, the wood machine's not plugged in. Except it was powered by batteries. Anyways, that's another situation. But yeah, this person said, "I don't have access to my phone because I'm going to the hospital." 22 minutes later, posts a photo with their phone from the hospital. Unbelievable. What are the odds, ladies and gentlemen? And then they would post this, like, talking about, like, feeling empty because, like, they're, like, sad about the situation. This person is not doing well. Clearly. Like, memes aside, struggling, okay, at the time. And then another individual named Apollo from the Mythos group would come out and say, "Let me give you context. They were nice and respectful and try to be a friend to this person." And then apparently, according to this individual, Cha-Cha would harass Apollo's friends and is doxed real life names and faces of people and bullied and spread lies and got blacklisted from Mythos. And there was a 10-page document that was used, and they claim even that they did revenge poontang. I hate saying serious words like that, but this is YouTube. And in response to that, Cha-Cha decided to make their own Google Doc and threatened to sue the Apollo individual. And it got hit with a no because it's just, I mean, you know, this is crazy. So now we're up to current dates. This person, who I said in my previous video, my previous coverage, needs to leave the internet. I don't say that to be mean. I genuinely say this with my heart. There's some people who just can't be in this sort of spotlight. They're not meant for it. It's not good for them. Okay? But they've returned. Literally today, they rehashed the drama, saying how come Apollo's manager was allowed to share our DMs no problem, but suddenly a problem when I share Apollo and my DMs to clear my name. And then they get hit with a note. Have you seen how many notes we've been covering today? Cha-Cha leaked DMs first. Just a flat out lie. Caught in 4K. And here's the proof. They linked a Google Drive of their private DMs. First. See the timeline? 20 hours. Then we have the further post earlier this morning. Insane. And then you have other people coming in saying, let me correct you there. You leaked our DMs in a document, then you deleted the document because you were getting flamed by everyone. There's multiple videos out there showing this. I'm the effing CEO now, so I will take your behind to court. Keep my talent out of your mouth. This is like me talking about my wife. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth. So that's their response. But then Cha, wanting to end the drama, continues and says, I wonder who fabricated the drama in the first place. I am deceased. And then they keep tweeting. If you provide evidence that I'm innocent, it's going too far. If I don't, I'm guilty. I don't understand what you guys want. And someone replies with a screenshot where they said, right before this, a week ago, I know I said I'd stop talking about the drama, but here's just one last thing. I'm going to prove over time that I'm becoming a better person with my actions. I've been in the type of therapy I need for a year. Just wait. And then it continues. Flork would respond and give some solid advice. I'm just going to kind of paraphrase. It's long. My voice is dying, guys. I am running out of juice here, okay? And yes, Straw, I know, I'll be down. I'm going to eat dinner very soon. We're going to wrap this up soon. Flork comes in and says, I want you to please not respond as soon as you see this and take some time to process. First off, I forgive you for a few months back. However, I can only speak for myself. They go on to say, VTubing is not the place for this. This is detrimental to you. I repeat, all of this will only continue to harm you and set you back. You cannot on the one hand reach out and say you've changed, make posts about such, and then totally crash out again. If you're actually serious about change, you're going to drop all of this. Focus on your life. Besides being online, VTubing, and streaming, you must spend time offline. And this is sad. They say, I genuinely felt so purposeless without streaming. I don't want to go back to that again. I say it's sad, not in a ridiculing tone. I mean, that's just sad. That's why you find grass. You find a life outside the internet. If it gets to this point, literally the best thing you can do is just walk away. And Apollo would add a line here saying, just continue like normal, guys. Ignore it. Have fun out in the sun. Enjoy your VTuber life, and let's all come together and make some fun content. Please no more hurting words. Let's spread kindness. And I ask the same of you. Don't go bothering this individual. Don't go bother anyone in any of my videos. The whole point is I'm covering it, making you aware, entertaining you. You don't need to go and dogpile anyone. Join in. Everyone knows this. I'm accused of sicken the dogs on everyone I talk about. It's not what I do. You're better off just letting these people fade away, who are bad actors especially. Azahara peeking, yeah, I could see. Down there, a little peek. But let's wrap this up, guys. I'm cooked. I'm fried, okay? And I gotta eat dinner. Everyone in the chat, W wife. Okay, she's been waiting very patiently. She knows this was important to me. The stream on YouTube, first time ever. And she was very patient. And we love her. And I'll get through these quick donations real quick. Okay. $2 from Joe saying, Straub, make her glasses huge. She should. Then we got 5 from Koza saying, to be honest, the no bunny ears rule is BS in my opinion. WeebCon is not getting a single cent from me. If people want to go, that's fine. I'm boycotting for sure. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. It's your wallet. $5 from Abacus Flinch saying, insert I am the CEO now. Thank you. Then we got a new member from Elijah. Welcome in, you Giga Rebling. And finally, this fool, this Chad, with $5 saying, remember, this all started because someone called her Minecraft skills inferior. Many such cases with VTuber related drama. Ladies and gentlemen. But gosh darn it, that's gonna do it. What a stream, ladies and gentlemen. I had an amazing time. I cannot thank you enough for the support. You guys went absolutely insane. Say Desu one last time. Thank you for the $2. Giggles. Desu, we did it. We hit the goal. Thank you guys. We're going to be back definitely soon. I don't want to just yeet out YouTube streams. I want to have some good stuff to talk about. And I'm sure with the way things are, that's going to happen all the time. Pure Cinema. Ladies and gentlemen, Pure Cinema. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, that's all I got for you.